you all. Carpetbagger here. We are in Hagerstown? Hagersville? Let me check. Hagerstown, Maryland. We are in Hagerstown, Maryland. I rolled in here late last night after visiting Six Flags America. And I'll tell you what, I am tired. I do end up hitting the wall sometimes. When I get like on a real roll, when I'm like just traveling, sometimes I get a little tired. And I'm not complaining here, because this is like all like my own doing. I plan out these trips, and I plan, you know, plan to be here, then we can just drive over here and then film that and then drive here. And I tend, for whatever reason, not to leave a lot of time to rest, recuperate in the meantime. So yeah, for the past, I don't even know, I've been having trouble remembering what I've done. Sometimes I have no idea what I've done. I have to pull up my phone and go to my YouTube channel. Oh, we did all that stuff. We went to Maine, we drove up to Canada, we came down this way, went to the New Jersey State Fair. But yeah, it's this, when I get like, when I get in these, like it's summertime, it's summertime is one of the big things, because summertime, you know, between Memorial Day and Labor Day, that's when everything is open. Like, that's when amusement parks, between that time is like when amusement parks are open during the week. It's when, you know, seasonal attractions are guaranteed to be open. So I know within the window of Memorial Day through Labor Day, that's when stuff's open. And that means I gotta go. I gotta get to this stuff. You know, the beginning part of the year, you know, I get annoyed, I get frustrated that everything's closed. I want to get out and see things and film things, but you check their website, they're like, you know, closed, limited hours, or maybe certain aspects of their attraction are closed, but they all want you to come between Memorial Day and Labor Day, the summer months. That's when everything's open. So, you know, after I've been waiting, you know, from January through spring, I'm just like, okay, you know, I try to film stuff, but it ends up having a harder time finding stuff to film. Or I can film something, but then some other stuff in the area is not open, so I'm like, well, maybe I should wait and make a trip when everything's gonna be open. So this is my go time. So I get excited. Okay, everything's open. Let's map things out. You know, especially the amusement parks. Amusement parks have really short seasons, like when you think about it. So to get out to these amusement parks, I generally have to wait till the summer. And then, you know, they have the weekends during haunt season, which is a whole different experience. But to see these like amusement parks full force, you have to come in the summer. So that's what I've been doing. And because I'm like, it's such a rush to get to all these places. It's basically my day looks like this. I get up. You know, I either drive a few hours to the attraction, or, you know, if I got close the night before, maybe I can head straight to the attraction. But anyways, let's wake up, do the attraction, and then after I get out, it's time to drive to the next attraction. And you know, it's not unusual. It's not unusual for me to spend all day at an amusement park and then drive 4, 5, 6 hours to the next stop. And then get there with just enough time to edit, get to sleep, get the full 8 hours. Getting the full 8 hours is important to me. That's one thing I do, make sure I always get the full 8 hours. But by the time I've filmed, traveled, edited, it's time to go to sleep and then wake up and do it all again. So it's fun. Like, it's fun going all these places and these fun places and these places I want to see. But, you know, while my mind is excited, my body, my 42-year-old body, grows weary, grows weary at the idea of no downtime. And I do miss, like, I've been trying to watch the movie Renfield for about a month, and I've probably gotten 30 minutes into the movie. I wanted to binge The Last of Us, because they're going to be having a Last of Us maze at Halloween Horror Nights. Made it to 2 episodes, so really just have not had that downtime. And again, 100% my fault. You know, when I like talk to Jen or my family or my friends, I'm like, oh, I'm exhausted. I've just been going nonstop. They're like, well, why don't you take breaks? And while that's a great idea, I just, in my head, I'm like, no, if I take a break, that slows me down. I don't, you know, that's less videos, that's, you know, less opportunities, especially because it's summer, less opportunities to get out to somewhere and film. So I tend to forgo days off, and at the same time, like, I'm out here, I'm spending money on hotel rooms, and when I'm spending that money on the hotel room, when I'm paying for a night in a hotel room, I don't want to just lay around and watch movies the next day, or take a day off to just relax, because I'm feeling like I'm gonna waste that money I spent on the hotel room. I feel like I gotta get out there, I gotta film, I gotta, you know, make it worth my while. So I'm tired. Unfortunately, we have a 9-hour drive ahead of us. This is generally like, you know, what I call a driving day. You know, sometimes I'll do this. Sometimes I'll skip filming on a driving day. You know, just gotta get there. But I figured I'd take you guys along with me today. We could chat about some things. I'm headed to. I'm gonna try to drive to my mom's house tonight. I stay at my mom's occasionally. You know, I kind of the past, since 2021, you know, I've been pretty much fully nomadic. So I kind of use this triangle where I can stay at my mom's out in northern Indiana. I can drop by my house in North Carolina and stay in the guest room, or I can drive up to Rochester and stay with Jen. So I've kind of been making that triangle quite a bit over the past few years. Of course, I'll be having my house in North Carolina. We'll be going, you know, I completely 100% own it right now. My daughter's gonna be going off to college, and my ex Christy's going to be completely moving out. She's already mostly moved out at this point, but at that point I can go back to the house and kind of make it my own base of operation. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be spending more time at my actual home that I own. But yeah, I guess we got to right now gonna be heading to my mom's. I'm gonna head out west from there. There's some state fairs that I'm looking at attending out that way, doing this big state fair project. So it's a little tricky because state fairs run, you know, anywhere between you know, a week, 10 days, 2 weeks in some occasions, or in the occasion of the main state fair, 4 days. So you got to make sure you're in the right part of the country while the fair's running. I have a running list of when fairs are going on, so I've been checking that to make sure I can hit the fairs when I'm there. So got a couple fairs going on at the same time right now. So we're gonna head out to the Midwest and check out some of those fairs. But right now, we got a 9-hour drive ahead of us. So come along with me, and we'll chat along the way. We stopped off here at the Maryland Welcome Center, which is interesting because we're actually not entering Maryland, we're leaving it. But I think there's like a bridge over the road, so you must have to take that bridge right there across the highway to the actual Welcome Center. And as I travel around the country, I'm always fascinated to stop at the different state welcome centers just to see, you know, what they offer you, how they all compare. So I think we will check out the welcome center. Again, I don't know. I think the actual welcome center is across the road there, but we'll take a peek and see what's in here. All right, it says Maryland is open for memories in any season. See the big train up there. I love the banner with the Maryland state flag. As I've said, the ugliest and gaudiest state flag, and probably one of my favorites. It's a little display case here, and it says Buddy Lou's, which I guess is a brand of local soda and barbecue sauce. Yeah, I'm not familiar with Buddy Lou's. Now apparently there's normally an elevator that takes us to the top of this building, but that is out of order, so let's go check the stairs. Oh yeah, big old staircase back here. I guess we'll climb up here and see what happens. Okay, so I guess we take this bridge across the highway here, and I guess that'll take us to the actual Maryland Welcome Center on the opposite side of the highway. You have these little viewing ports in the fence, so you can peek out and look out onto the highway there. Looks like it might be a little bit of a walk down to the Welcome Center. All right, walk down here to find the real Welcome Center. And what do we have here in the real Maryland Welcome Center? We have bathrobes and a completely empty vending machine and a phone that's been removed and a drinking fountain that doesn't work. Okay folks, I think we were just hit by a twist ending here. The real Maryland Welcome Center is actually when you're leaving Maryland, not when you're entering Maryland. But actually, now that I think about it, Maryland is a very geographically odd state. It just goes all over the place. It's shaped just like a spilt puddle. It goes everywhere. So maybe it's very difficult to determine whether you are entering Maryland or leaving Maryland. In fact, I think there's like one spot where you cross through Maryland, Virginia, and West Virginia within like the span of 5 minutes. So, you know, it gets a little dicey when you're dealing with Maryland, whether you're coming or going. I thought I was headed out of Maryland because I slept in Maryland last night. I thought I was heading out, but maybe I was actually heading in. Here's a sign kind of explaining things. It says the Welcome Center is located on the westbound exit, so that's the other side, and it says that you can walk up this walkway, but it says it's very steep, 400-foot walkway with a steep grade, so it actually gives you instructions if you just want to drive there. It shows you how to get to the other side of the street. I'm not sure why I find all this so perplexing. Oh yeah, I see people on the bridge are actually making the semi horn honking noise. Well, they got the last one to honk. That one didn't play a log. Okay, that actually sounds like fun. Let's see if we can get a semi to honk at us. All right, here comes one. See if we can pull the horn. Ah, dang it. Denied. All right, here comes another one. Honk, 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 honk. Yes. All right, here comes another one. couple of love locks here on the fence. I keep trying to remember to buy a couple locks to take with me so I can add them to bridges that have love locks, so I can put me and Jen's name on there. See, people put the name of the couple, then seal it on a bridge as a way of locking in their relationship. Over here on the right is a runaway truck ramp. I'm curious who else is familiar with runaway truck ramps. They'll have them in areas where there's like a steep incline, so if a semi is out of control, they can go in there, and then it has kind of like a sand pit on a upswing that will catch them. It's kind of terrifying to think there's enough runaway trucks to warrant their own special stopping area. And here we pass into the great state of Pennsylvania. Stopped over here, this is Jenny. It's a dry cleaning business. They have a very interesting sign over there. This is very cool rotating globe here. Notice this as I was driving in. See, it says Jenny steam cleaners, pressure washers, and air compressors. Yeah, very slowly rotating here. When I first saw it, I didn't realize it was rotating, and then as I was driving by, I'm like, that's moving. So really cool there. You see South America, North America there, the South Pacific Ocean, the North Pacific Ocean, the entire world on this globe here. And just right next door here at the Eaton Park, we have a big fiberglass elephant staring out into traffic here. But this is actually based on a real elephant named Jackson. It says Jackson lives at the International Conservation Center, which is near here. They said it's I guess a sanctuary and facility where they care for and breed elephants. So very interesting. Didn't know that there was an elephant sanctuary here in Somerset, Pennsylvania. Oh, here's some information about Jackson. His favorite treat is chocolate mint cookies, and he has 11 children. And we have entered Ohio. We stopped off at another welcome center here. We are at the Ohio Welcome Center. Now the Ohio Welcome Centers are pretty nice. They actually have a full food court inside. Looks like they have a Panera Bread and a Dairy Queen. And they have a penny press here at the Welcome Center. They make pressed pennies for $1. Let's see what we have here. We have the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I have not been there. The James A. Garfield National Historic Site. I have not been there. And the Top Engine Heritage Park. I've not been there. And the Greater Cleveland Aquarium, not been there either. I've not been to either or any of these 4 attractions. If anyone knows of any of these attractions and feel like I should go to one of them, leave a comment in the comment section. I'm not going to get a penny made. It just does not feel right getting a pressed penny made of a place that I have never been. See, I kind of talked about how my schedule's been this summer, and honestly I've just been on the road the past 2 years more than I've been on the road before. I used to film in kind of a different way than I do now. I would drive to an area, usually an area I'd never been before. You know, in the first couple years of this channel, a lot of it was just visiting places I'd never visited before. I wanted to visit every state. I wanted to visit all like the major like tourist clusters. And a lot of times I would go to the area and maybe I would try to film, you know, multiple videos a day, maybe 3 videos in one day. I'd go and try to get out. If I didn't film more than, you know, 2 or 3 videos, I was like, ugh. I think my record was actually 7 videos in one day. The first time I ever went to Branson, Missouri. I remember I just went down the strip and just did every attraction and filmed it and made it its own video. And then that way I could get home and I could take a while off and then kind of stagger the videos from there. But you know, a lot of that too was I had limited time on the road because I kind of worked an interesting schedule where I worked 7 days on, 7 days off when I had my CPS job, and that allowed me to you know, have those 7 days to travel. So if I could be somewhere and be back in a week, I could, you know, I could make it, you know, make it work. So I would, you know, I would push myself even harder than I did now. I would get into like my hotel rooms at like, you know, 1, 2 in the morning, then edit, and then get up on just a few hours sleep, and then just start knocking out videos, try to film 3, 4, 5 videos in one day, because I knew in that limited time I had to get those videos put away. But as you know, my schedule is always, the way I approach making videos has been constantly evolving, and you know, I'm constantly tweaking things, changing. You know, I've been doing this for years now. I've been doing this full time since 2018, and I've never like settled into a real groove. I feel like I really like doing road trips where I just film 1 video a day, and that kind of follows along. You guys can follow along with my road trip, and you guys seem to really enjoy that, and that really kind of made me lean more towards the kind of 1 video a day policy. I mean, sometimes I will film multiple videos in a day, but I think for the most part, I like the idea of just filming 1 video a day. It allows me to be more focused. It makes me feel like I don't have to rush when I'm at a location. So I can, you know, I can make that put all the effort into making 1 big video for that day. And it was really fun to do on road trips, because you guys can actually follow along in real time, see where I'm going, what I'm visiting. So that really works pretty well. Unfortunately, you know, I can't travel all the time because I have family, I have a home. Of course, you know, when I was separated from my ex, Christy, I kind of decided I was going to go full force. I was going to go into it. I was going to film. And you know, that worked for a while. And I met Jen, and you know, it's good to have, you know, relationships and important people in your life that you can spend time with. So I you know, kind of divided time between there. I loved, you know, going up to Rochester. I loved spending time with Jen. Unfortunately, you know, Rochester, not like a tourist mecca. There's some really cool stuff, some really fun stuff up there. The Strong Museum of Play, one of my favorite attractions. But, you know, if you're stuck to that area, you run out real quick. Run out of tourist attractions, run out of things to film. So, you know, I started, you know, not being able to spend, you know, just for work's sake, wasn't as able to spend as much time there as I would have liked. Fortunately, you know, Jen's gonna be moving down to North Carolina by the end of the year. So hopefully that gives me a little more balance in my life, where I can, you know, feel comfortable staying at the house, you know, and traveling at the same time. Maybe balance out the traveling a little more with some time at home. I'm just kind of figuring out the right way to do that. Like, should I take off? And you know, give me suggestions here, because this is, you know, something I do want to know from you guys. It's like a thought, like, should I go on these, you know, road trips where I film every day, and then like maybe take a week or 2 off every month, like film half the month and don't film the other half of the month? Or is it better to go out there and get content and kind of stagger it? You know, what do you guys like? Do you guys, you know, I know some of you like the videos every day. Some of you may not like the videos every day. Some of you may find them too hard to keep up with. And I think, yeah, I do worry about that. When I'm pushing out all this content, I'm like, am I overwhelming people? Like, are people, you know, getting overwhelmed? You know, it's a lot. It's a big commitment to ask my viewers to watch a, you know, 30 to 45 minute video every day. I mean, that's a chunk of your day right there to spend. And, you know, there's, you know, there's other things people like to watch on YouTube. So, you know, for those of you who do watch the videos every day and watch every video, like, that means the world to me. That's so awesome. And I know some of you do it, and I know some of you don't. I know some of you, you know, watch it here and there. You know, just watch the ones they're interested in, and I think that's great. And I do put effort into trying to make each video interesting, in the fact that if it's the only video you watch, that you can get something out of it, that you don't necessarily need to know all about me or all of what I'm doing to be able to appreciate a video I do. You know, because it's your first video, I want people to know it's a video that you know, maybe get easily accessible to new viewers. And you know, if you're not following along with every video, I want you to be able to pick up anywhere and be able to start watching again. So, you know, you know, that's just thinking out loud here. I know about the videos have gotten a lot longer. In the early days of this channel, it was 10, 15-minute videos of a single location, and it's grown. I think the idea, when I kind of when I thought to myself, you know, put more effort into the videos, more time into the videos, you know, only film one video a day. I think that's when they started getting bigger, when they just started growing. And, you know, the way I film, I think has evolved over the years. So let me know, do you like, you know, let's do a vote here. Do you like the big 30, 45 minute videos? Or, you know, would you like some shorter videos? Would you like more digestible comments, videos that, you know, you can watch on the toilet maybe, and not have to hide in the bathroom for 45 minutes? Just let me know. Let me know what you guys think. I'm always tweaking and evolving things, and I feel like, you know, at the end of this year, I'm gonna have to kind of, you know, plot things out again. You know, when I have, you know, the house back, where it's just gonna be me and Jen. Annabelle's going. I mean, Annabelle, of course, will be there, but she's going to be going off to college, so it'll primarily be me and Jen at the house most times, with the cats. And definitely, you know, definitely I could appreciate, I think, some time at home. It's been since 2021 that I've really had a permanent home, so it's interesting to think about kind of how I'm going to balance life with videos. I don't know, are you guys interested in me vlogging from home? That's not something I've traditionally done, but you know, it's an idea. Is that something you guys would be interested in? And I did want to show you guys that I have stuck with the car kitchen. I've got my pantry right here, got the big Yeti cooler. I don't think there's a whole lot in there right now, but keeping it stocked with ice, you know, keeping it stocked with ice is kind of a pain. I have to get ice probably about every 2 or 3 days, put a little bit of ice in there, and then I have the drain set up to drain it out a hose out the back. But yeah, I think it's been good for me in the way that I've been eating. And I get really nervous whenever I talk about this, when I talk about my personal health. But I did want to give you guys an update, since I did do a health vlog a while back. Just kind of keep you guys posted. Again, I get nervous about this because I talked about my health years ago in a video, and I found people in the comment section would like scold me or bombard me with you know, what they felt I should be eating and I should be doing. So I get really kind of trepidatious about talking about my health. But here we go. No bad news. I think I've been doing really good. I have been eating out of the cooler probably 80% of the time. You know, I just try to avoid flour and sugar is kind of my personal goal, kind of just avoid someone told me was white foods, basically, things that have a lot of carbohydrates in them. That's what I choose. I'm not preaching this to anyone else, because I found something that I think works for me health-wise, and I think it's important that everyone kind of finds their own path with health-wise, what works best for you with, what your issues are, and what's something that you can do. I think some people, could do things a better way, like I've never been good at portion control. That's, there's different strategies to eat healthier, and that's my pathway, what I'm trying to do. And I have lost 20 pounds, which I'm happy about, obviously. I'm not vain. I'm not really trying to change my physical appearance. I don't care. I think I look fine. I just, but that's kind of an easy shorthand, like weight. It's kind of it's a number that shows that you're either moving in one direction or the other. And I've lost the 20 pounds. It feels like, I'm headed towards being healthier. And I'm hoping when I go back to the doctor, when I have my blood test, it'll be better than it was last time. Also, I losing weight. Again, I don't care. Like I don't care how I look. In that sense, I think I look fine either way. But I do want like more, just feeling healthier, just feeling good. Feeling that I can move around better, breathe better. Those are the things that matter to me. And I don't mind sharing some of this with you guys. I just it just worries me, because sometimes things don't work out. Sometimes people try really hard to do something, whether it be weight loss or drug addiction or problems with alcohol. People try to make big changes in their life, and sometimes they don't work. And I'm not using this as like an excuse or saying that I'm going to fail, because I don't think I'm going to fail. But like relapsing or hitting a rough patch is a natural part of change. Most people who quit using drugs, for example, most times they'll start using drugs several times before they finally are able to kick it. It's a process. It's not a black and white thing. And so far, the past month or so, however long I've been, I think it's been about 6 weeks. 6 weeks since I've been eating healthier. So far, it's been going really good, and I feel really good about it, and I feel really good about what I'm eating. And I've gotten better. I was stocking up on the same things in the cooler, getting sick of them. I would change things up, it'd be a little better, but I got sick of just eating cold stuff all the time. So I kind of know, like, trying to figure out what restaurants I can eat at, or I can eat the way I want to eat. Just remember what's available on the road, what kind of an inventory of where I know I can get something that works for me. I stopped at Chipotle for lunch this morning, and I was able to get something good there that fit in my parameters. So I don't know, I don't know how often I will be making this part of the vlogs, or talking about my weight, but it's just it's I like to share things with you guys, and everyone has been, the past 6 weeks, everyone's been super supportive, and I've been gracious to that. But it's just like, if I'm having trouble, if I put on more weight, if I start eating not as good again, I don't know. It's my struggle. I don't want to be like shamed or bullied, and maybe that, I don't know. Some people say that's a motivator. It doesn't motivate me. It irritates me. So yeah, I don't know. You can make comments. I just be nice to me. Like, I don't I don't know, I know I'm rambling here, but yeah, I just had a really like hard time dealing with before, when I talked about my health problems and felt like I was being scolded or told what I can and can't eat. And I know what I'm supposed to be eating. I know what works for me. And sometimes I may not do that. And I'm not, again, not trying to set myself up for an excuse here, but you know, I will do the best with what I have. Last time I got healthier, I kind of fell off when the pandemic happened. I had lost a fair amount of weight, was eating a lot healthier, living a lot healthier, and then the pandemic hit, and kind of one of my coping mechanisms was I went to food. You know, I didn't like being stuck at the house. I was anxious all the time about the pandemic. I was anxious about traveling because of how things were, and I kind of used food as a coping mechanism. It's, you know, I don't really, you know, have a lot of other vices per se. You know, I don't smoke, I don't use drugs, I barely ever consume alcohol. So yeah, food became like my crutch there. And it took a little while. It took a while to get around. It took maybe a little scare at the doctor's office to get things kicked back into gear, but I feel good. I feel good. I learned, you know, I learned a lot last time I was healthier, and I've taken those things I've learned and added to them now, and I plan on keep going. The plan is to you know, live healthier the rest of my life, to get to eat better foods and to exercise better. But you know, I don't know. I don't know what the future holds, and I don't know. We'll see what happens. You know, it's an evolving story. Getting a little bit of gas here. Gas is currently $3.6, $3.66.9, which compared to last summer gas was up to like $6 or $7, so it doesn't really seem that bad, even though that, you know, that might be a little bit high, but compared to last summer, oh my gosh, it feels like a blessing. And you know, with gas prices, I try not to get too worked up because you know, I have to travel. I don't have a choice, so you know, being upset about gas prices isn't going to change anything. So just kind of go with the flow. So I had another question for you guys. Back when I was in Philadelphia, I actually went hat shopping. I bought a couple hats here. Of course, I've been wearing this hat this summer. I bought this at Buc-ee's. Been wearing it because it's a little bit lighter. My traditional pin hat, I still have it right here. This has gotten really heavy. The pins make it heavy, and I don't mean to gross you guys out here, but it's absorbed a lot of me over the years. It's almost as if my hat, through literal osmosis, this hat has absorbed my sweat, absorbed my skin. So in some way, me and the hat have actually melded into one, but it's managed to pick up enough of me over the years to become saturated and very heavy. The pins, of course, make it weigh even more. So you're just going out in the hot sun with this, you know, makes me sweat. You know, it's, as far as like going into museums and stuff like that, this is still fine. I don't know if I'm going to completely retire this, but I did buy some new hats when I was in Philadelphia. So I wanted to see what you guys thought of these. I bought 3 hats. It was yeah, newsboy hats in Philadelphia. I stopped by. So let's see if we can get in here so you guys can see it. I bought this. These are all straw pork pie hats. So I don't know, it's got the rims come up a little bit. I'm trying to remember what this looked like when I first got it. This was actually a lot taller, like this, when I first got it, but it had sunk down over the years. For whatever reason, the top has sunk down. So I don't know if these naturally will sink down, but that's this. I got this gray hat here. And just tell me which one you guys like the best. And I got over this. I got a blue one as well. It's very similar design, but it's got some blueness to it. And these hats, I think, were like $30 a piece, I think is what I paid. Actually, it's got on here. No, this was a lot more than that. This was $50 for this hat. I kind of went on a splurge. I had a hard time deciding, so I ended up buying multiple hats. Now this is the expensive one. It says Macer on it. The guy in the hat store said this is an expensive brand of hat. So I don't know. We'll see if this is the most expensive one. We'll see how that looks. Yeah, leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think of the new hats. This one can pop down a little bit. I don't know if that looks better or worse. But yeah, leave a comment. Do you like any of these new hats? Do you like the Buc-ee's hat that was like $20? Or do you like this one? I like this one a lot. This is like so important to me, such a part of, it's been with me for so long. I don't really want to let go, but I don't know, I'm worried that its days as a hat are limited. But yeah, let me comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this whole hat situation. I've been trying to decide if I'm gonna start wearing one of these new ones. So this one's very nice and lightweight. These are all fairly lightweight hats. But yeah, I maybe switching one of these. You know, maybe I'll put a few pins in one of these hats. I think I'll finish out the summer at least with this one. This has kind of been the summer of carousels hat here. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. And we have made it. I am in my my mom's driveway. Like I said, it's kind of an outpost here. I'll stay here a few nights when I'm headed out this way. I talked about how I haven't had a lot of rest, haven't had a lot of downtime, and I'm not gonna have a lot of rest, and I'm not gonna have a lot of downtime for the next week or so, because we're gonna go pretty hard. There's some, like I said, there's some state fairs out here that I really wanted to, really want to get to, really want to check out. So hopefully, I really hope you guys are enjoying the state fair tour, checking out the different state fairs and what they have to offer and the fun things that they have to do, the different rides, the different special entertainers, and the different quirky things they have at the fairs. Hopefully you guys are enjoying that. Let me know in the comments section if you are enjoying that. So gonna go pretty hard the next week or so, and then after that I'm gonna head back home for a few days to help get Annabelle ready for college. She's gonna be starting college here very soon, and then got some more plans cooked up there. So please stay tuned. Lots of fun stuff, not just state fairs. There's gonna be some other stuff thrown in there as well in the upcoming days, but I hope you guys will enjoy it, because I've enjoyed as much as I've been exhausted, as much as I'm getting in late. I'm getting in about 11:15. Of course, it crossed into Central Time, so we got extra hour to play with, but otherwise we would have gotten here at 12:15. And I gotta go in and edit this video, and then try to get some rest. But yeah, still no signs of slowing down. We're gonna push through. We're gonna go get a bunch of see a bunch of state fairs, compare the different state fairs, and go from there. But thank you guys so much for watching these videos. It does mean the world to me that I'm able to do this, that you guys, there's enough people out there interested in what I'm doing, that I can do this full time, that I can travel around the country, that I can go to all the Six Flags, that I can go to these roadside attractions, that I can try to visit all of the state fairs. So thank you for your support. If you would like to help support in other ways, there's always Patreon. That's kind of been my my go-to, that's allowed me to turn this channel into a career. If you give $3 or more every month, I send out postcards monthly. So yeah, $3 or more will get you a postcard once a month from me to you. Also selling enamel pins. I ordered some new, not new, brand new, but I've ordered some of the old pins to put back in the pin shop. So hopefully those will be arriving before too long. And then I've been doing some cameos, been doing personalized messages for people, doing a lot of birthdays, a lot of anniversaries, some just for fun. Just whatever you guys are interested, I'm willing to do. If you want a cameo, information is in the description, as well as the information for Patreon and Etsy. All that, of course, helps keep this train on the track, this boat in the water, and this dirigible in the air. Till next time, my friends, this one's in the bag.